Do I look okay? Good. Okay, folks, this is about as good as it gets right now. In middle of July, almost no sleep. Need more shaving. Need more coffee. Not going to get it. Tomatoes are starting to come in, and tomatoes are going into the boxes this week for some of you, not everybody, but very close. Everybody will have them by next week, I'm almost guarantee it. We have some good boxes this week. We've got tomatoes, peppers, garlic, onions, cantaloupe, which is nice. I think there's cucumbers. It's going to be a hodgepodge. Not everybody's going to get the same thing for the standard boxes. The customs, you get what you get because you ordered it. But for the standard boxes, it's going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge. We're trying to make a connection here before everything explodes again. And we have the peppers and eggplants coming in here in another week or two too, with tomatoes. Okay, so we're finally getting dry weather, which is good. I've been out seeding most of the day today and last night, putting in a lot of the fall greens, arugula, kale, everybody's favorite, turnips. We also just got done planting a lot of broccoli here the last couple of weeks, which is good for the fall. So we feel good about the way things are shaping up here midsummer into the fall. Just thought I'd mention that we are putting our field map together. I think I sent a preview of the field map to a whole lot of you who had signed up early in the spring, and I just sort of sent it out there to sort of get your taste buds warmed up. What we're going to do is put that back up again, the updated one here pretty soon, and you guys can see exactly what's growing on the farm. Just keep in mind that when you see things on that map, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have that in your box at any given time. Sometimes we just have total crop failures. We lost most of our potatoes this year. We're going to have about a quarter, maybe a quarter of our potatoes that we thought we were going to have. Why? I don't even want to go into why right now. If you need to know why, give me a call. I don't have time to talk about why. It has nothing to do, actually has nothing to do with the weather either. And then what we do is we work with a software program called Ag Squared. We upload all of our information up in Ag Squared. It is a program that was created by a returned Peace Corps volunteer from Africa who also went to Cornell. Does that sound familiar? And he's got a great team of people that he works with, and they put together this program for farms, specifically produce farms, and probably more specifically CSA farms, so we can keep track of our produce, what we're putting in, and all the inputs that we're putting into the field too, and including fertilizer, anything that we spray on the crops organically, and then of course the equipment and the maintenance on the equipment, et cetera, et cetera. It's pretty cool. So we're getting that together, and the person that's heading that up for us right now, that was started actually by a couple of our work shares who are behind me here working right now to pack your boxes. But there's an intern that we've had this year, his name is Mike, and Mike has been putting that information into the Ag Squared today. And for this next week, he'll be doing that. And the reason he's doing that, he's moving all that forward, is because we're going to move towards organic certification. So what we're trying to do is track everything we've done the last 3 years, and submit that to a organic certifier. I'm not sure which one yet, and then we will be certified organic at last. As some of you might know, I was certified organic on a farm that I worked down in Austin, Texas years ago, and that farm was organic when I started there, and it was continued to be organic when I left, but I am familiar with the process, and so that's the way we've always run this farm, is up to organic standards. So next week, what we're going to do is have a feature article in the newsletter about Mike. His name is Mike Mansky. He's a student at Penn State. He's about to finish up Penn State this fall. He's got his last semester here coming up this fall. And you'll get to meet Mike and find out more about what he's doing and what his plans are for the future, and maybe a little bit about how he spent his time here at the spring farm. So, okay, that's a very fast newsletter here this week. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, give me a call or email. Just remember, please be careful at the drop points and only take what is you're supposed to be getting. Please check the checklist. If your box is missing for any reason or anything is missing, give me a call right away or email right away, and we can usually solve the problem fairly quickly. But again, it really depends upon all of you to pay attention and also train your friends and make sure that they have got the right information when they're going in there to pick up your box. So the last thing I will do is say that we are going to have a summer event coming up in about a month. I haven't put a date on it yet, but if you're available sometime in August, when the tomatoes are peaking, we're going to do an event up here at the farm, some sort of summer open house on a Saturday afternoon. So we've been thinking about it. We just have to sit down and make a date, and I'll announce that date next week. So, okay, thanks everybody. Talk to you soon.